Hey, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. It's great to have everybody here. Thank you for being a part of this vendor visit. We've got tons of people still rolling in. We definitely don't take your time or attention for granted. My name is Mike Raish. I am the Partner Development Manager at Social5. And our company, basically what we've done is we've helped thousands of companies over the last 8 or so years with their social media marketing. And some of you might have been on one of my previous webinars that I did for InterNACHI in the last couple of months, but just in case you were not, we've worked with your leadership to create a social media marketing package exclusively for InterNACHI members that is nearly 90% off of our standard pricing, and we will be sure to cover that today. But first, I want to get this kicked off by introducing one of our co-founders and Chief Product Officer, Jeremiah Stetler. When it comes to social media marketing, Jeremiah is one of the most knowledgeable people I've ever met, and I've been around it for a while. And today he's going to be giving you some insights into, why social media marketing is so important, and also provide you some tips on how to grow your business using social media. And I will be sure to provide a link in the chat that you can click so that you can take advantage of this exclusive offer for InterNACHI members. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our co-founder and Chief Product Officer, Jeremiah Stetler.
Hey, thanks a ton, Mike. I appreciate that. And I'll turn on my video so you can see me, and you can see my fun little popcorn machine in the background, which kind of fuels me as I go forward. No, but it's awesome to be here with you, talking about some social marketing strategies for home inspectors. And really, the purpose of our meeting today is both to introduce you to some of the resources that are available through InterNACHI and through your membership there that you can't get anywhere else on the planet, as well as to provide you with some strategies that as you are moving forward with your own business, regardless of whether or not you use the resources available through InterNACHI, there'll be 3 things that we'll talk about today that will help you to increase and strengthen your business, to be able to get more customers, more market share in your area by doing 3 things. We'll also give away some of these services for free. We'll be picking one individual today and 2 more tomorrow that will receive our services absolutely for free. So without further ado, let me just introduce you a little bit to Social5, and appreciate Mike Raish, who is just rocking at building partnerships with credible, amazing organizations such as InterNACHI for Social5. We are currently we're a social media marketing company that serves 3,000 plus businesses across North America. We have 340 industries that are currently receiving content, from plumbers to electricians to a Lady Gaga concert in Vegas, to a variety of different areas. So we serve a whole bunch of different sorts of organizations. For InterNACHI specifically, we actually have a writer who specializes in real estate, home inspection, and home safety. She actually worked for USA Today, a 2-decade journalist that is producing some incredible content, in addition to the graphical designers and technology specialists who are working on your behalf as well. We have 50 plus professional writers, most of whom have journalism experience either in the newspaper or broadcast world. And we have one awesome backstory that began in a bridal shop. That's where we began. We kicked off our social media business in good old Orem, Utah, in a bridal shop that still had all of the mannequins down there in the basement. Well, they actually were upstairs. We pushed them down the basement, and yeah, so kind of an interesting, odd beginning, but we have now grown to serve many businesses like yourselves across the country. Now, as we go in today, I want to provide some perspective on why are we even talking about social media. Okay, why is it that social media has become so significant and it's so important in today's commercial world? And the reality is the paradigm has shifted in marketing. And so if we look at where marketing dollars are being spent in today's world, take a look at this trend that we've seen. If we look from 2014 to 2019 of where that trend has gone and where it has continued to go into 2020, And actually, I have some 20 to 20 numbers because even though 2020 has been like the nightmare year, we have some interesting data that shows how it has affected social marketing. But you'll see here was my previous world. I was a newspaper reporter for 15 years, did investigative journalism, which was amazingly fun. Okay, but you can see where newspaper ad revenues and newspaper market share has declined significantly over the last 5 years. Pretty remarkable. There are actually more people that receive their news from Facebook today than receive it from a print news publication. Remarkable, okay? You can see where digital and mobile media has gone, okay? This is all social media channels, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all of those channels. Take a look at the market share that they've taken over in the last 5 years, 41.3%, and that trend has only continued. So when we look at how do we grow our home inspection businesses, we have to say, okay, where are people spending their time? Okay, where are people gathering their information and gathering their news? And the reality is that social media has taken the dominant share of the market in terms of the exchange of information. Let me show you some 2020 numbers, okay? And this is actually from Social5 as we looked at our customer set. This is a statistical analysis that our research and development team did on 1,095 Social5 customers. That happened 6 weeks before and after the World Health Organization declared a global health emergency from COVID-19. So you'll take a look at what viewership across those 1,095 accounts was prior, December through January, and what it was after through February and March. And you'll see what happened is we had a 56% increase in total viewership that was happening on those social media channels. If we look at the number of people who engaged on those channels by liking, clicking, commenting, sharing, those numbers went up by 45%. And then here's a really important one as well, is the average number of unique people. So people like you and me and whomever it may be that were viewing content on a business page. Before the World Health Organization declared COVID a global health emergency, we had about 163 different people visiting a page per day, okay? So coming to a Facebook page, yeah, I'm looking through the content, all that kind of things. In February, it went up to 270 unique individuals per day that were visiting each of those accounts. Then in March, 476. Those are averages across those 1,095 accounts. So where has social media gone in 2020? It has only become more significant as the year has gone on, as more and more people have gone to digital forms of business, as they've taken their product lines from brick and mortar locations to online locations, as people have started to search for and consume information through digital media in ways that they had in a more limited sense before, right? They were doing it before. We were in a social media age, okay? But it has only accelerated, okay? So here are the things we're going to talk about here today. First of all, we'll give you just a brief overview of what Social5 does, so that you know if this is if there are some things that we can help you out with, okay? We're going to give you 3 ways that you can strengthen your business today, regardless of whether or not you use the resources available through InterNACHI, okay? These are 3 things you can do today to get more business off your social media channels, because that's our goal. I mean, that's why we're part of InterNACHI, is we want to help home inspectors to be able to grow and expand their businesses. We're going to show you what services are available through InterNACHI at a variety of rates, whether it's free, because there is a free service, okay, or whether it's the super plush, social marketing strategy for a whopping $39 a month. So lots of opportunities that are available to you through InterNACHI that are not available through any other organization across the country. And then we're going to give away Social5 services to one lucky participant here today on the call. And so we will pick that person here at the end. Now, I do see we've had quite a few people join just in the last 10 minutes. If you have any questions along the way, please feel free to drop those into the Q&A box up at the top of the screen. And our goal is to answer whatever questions that you may have. And so please feel free to do so. All right, so to give you a little bit of a brief overview of what in the world Social5 does, we are a social media marketing company that works with InterNACHI to provide social marketing services to home inspectors. And we'll talk about this in just a moment about what some of these specific services are. But our specialty really focuses on content generation. As I mentioned, we have 50+ journalists from newspaper and broadcasts are creating content in a variety of different industries. We pull people who have a particular amount of expertise in a industry when they start writing, okay? And so we have content that is specific for home inspectors. You'll see a variety of things. I couldn't believe this one, upside down joist hangers, holding up the rafters of your house. It is incredible the things that we see and find and write about that we put out on your pages. We provide a variety of types of content, some things that are tips to help any individual that is looking at buying a home so they could do some things themselves and establish you as an expert or a thought leader in those spaces. We post some things on there to help them realize that there are some consequences that happen if they don't bring in a professional home inspector. We do some specific calls to action with imagery that connects with the individuals in your market that are looking to buy homes, okay? So a variety of different things, industry topics. We publish content 3 times a week for members of InterNACHI, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, okay? We provide an app that you can look at on your phone that allows you to see all of your content in advance, where you can shuffle through content to see what you like the most. You can schedule your own content. You can see what leads you've collected through social media. All of these things are available. You actually also see that they're on your app. There'll be a little icon in the top left-hand corner where you can click on that and have access to a social marketing university to see a variety of things that you can do to strengthen your business on social media. We produce longer form content, blog content that helps build your credibility in given markets. Sometimes those things are about home inspection with, just trying to think how to say it, with specific things about how to work with a home inspector. But other times they're about just a variety of things dealing with like numbers released about the number of house fires that originated from fireplaces that weren't inspected or that weren't installed properly. Or when we had one that was about 2,000 bats that were found in an attic after someone bought a house. It ended up costing them almost $5 grand to get the attic renovated. Had they just hired a home inspector, they might have found 2,000 bats in the attic. Really? Oh my goodness. So we do blog content. We will provide you with some lead generation tools to help cultivate your contacts right on the go using your cell phone, where you can capture a person's email address, their name, their phone number, and then our team will cultivate those contacts over time, through a monthly email marketing campaign to lead those people from a contact that you make to a conversion. Okay. All right. So that's a little bit about what Social5 does in 5 minutes or less, right? So let's talk about some strategies that you can use to lift your social marketing presence today and generate more business using your Facebook page, okay? And again, these are things that don't require any InterNACHI or Social5 services. These are things that you can do today, to improve that presence. So first of all, let's talk about optimizing your Facebook page. A lot of times we start a Facebook campaign, okay? We start a page and we don't think about all the little just little things that can help your page be found, okay? And how to make it searchable on Facebook, how to make it easy for people to convert once they decide that they do kind of like you a bit, all right? So first thing that is good for any business to do is once they create a page, to click on this About button on the left-hand side of their page, which takes them to a little bit of a dashboard where they can put in their basic business information. You'll be amazed at how many people do not fill out this information, okay? All that you do is click on this Edit Page Info in the top right-hand corner of the page, and then I want you to make sure to fill out a few different items, okay? First of all, include your basic contact information, your phone number, the name of your business, your email address, your website URL. These are very important unless you happen to be in the CBD business, and then you get flagged if you have a CBD listed here. But for a home inspection, you are awesome, okay? Put in your contact information here. I would highly encourage a cell number or something where a person, when they are browsing through Facebook, can click the button and contact you at the moment they have a desire to talk with you. Sometimes attention spans on Facebook are a little bit fleeting, and so if you can interact with a lead as soon as it comes in, you increase your well, it's within an hour of them coming in, and you increase your conversion rate dramatically. Make sure to include product keywords or service keywords. So in your About section, you would indicate that you focus on home inspection. You may include that you have expertise in general contracting, or that you are a 20-year home inspector, whatever it happens to be, but make sure you use home inspection or home inspector, that you may use your geography, you may use any other services that you happen to have a home assessment or inspection report, whatever it happens to be. Include these things in your About section. And then also create a custom username for your page. Your page will naturally be facebook.com/business/ and then like a 6 or 8 digit number, okay? But put in there the name of your business and as your username to make you more searchable when people are out there searching for you on Facebook, okay? All right, so that's priority number 1. Make sure to go into that About page, fill out as much information as possible. This information is the absolute necessary stuff, but I would encourage you to put in a lot more than that, okay? One of those is, you'll see right up here, says Edit Story. This is where it's kind of a long form block where you can help personalize your business of what got you into home inspection. What is your expertise? What did you do outside of home inspection professionally? That is a good one for searchability. Now, one other thing under optimizing your Facebook page, make sure to add a call to action button, which is right here at the top of the page. If you haven't put it in, this is an essential part, okay? Especially in today's world where more than 60% of all Facebook use happens on a mobile device. Adding a button that a person can simply click and take action on your business is essential. Now, if I click on this button, you'll see a variety of different concepts that you can put on under this Edit Page button. You can encourage people to follow your page, which I think is a total waste. I mean, if they're on your page already, they know how to like it, okay? View a gift card, order food. Book Now. This is the one I use on Social5. And if you go to our Social5 Facebook page, make sure to like it. You'll see a Book Now button. If you click on it, you can see all of our packages at their normal prices. And so you'll say, well, wait a minute. So our $39 package actually costs $500 a month, right? You'll see those types of things on there. And just rest assured that InterNACHI has some really fetching awesome prices. But Book Now, you can set your products up. Get a Quote is a great one. Call Now if you have a high percentage of people who are younger, and I'm talking younger as in 35 or less, they tend to use their mobile devices a lot more than others. Using a Call Now button is great because right when they go to your page on their mobile device, creates a button they can click to call you personally. So a variety of different things. So here is the the book now. It gives you some options for appointment setting right there on Facebook, which is great. I love that. Call now, you put in the phone number that is best to reach you on, or this get a quote, and you'll see that you can set up a messaging series that if somebody clicks get a quote, you could ask them, hey, what city do you live in? Okay, are you a first-time home buyer or not? Do you like chocolate chip cookies? You know, anything that you want to put on there, you can, and it will send this questionnaire to you. So get a quote is it's a somewhat new and really powerful tool that's available through your Facebook page. This is how you do it, okay? All right, so that's tip number one, optimize your Facebook page. Number two, okay, is to post content regularly. Now, unlike a website where if you post something on that website, it could live there forever, right? And sometimes much longer than any of us ever wish it lived there. But content on social media is dynamic, okay? At any given time on Facebook, there are 1,500 pieces of content that are competing for a person's attention, okay? And Facebook chooses 300 of those 1,500 to show to a user. It appears on their newsfeed, okay? The more that someone interacts with you, the more that your content appears on their page. We encourage the optimal frequency for home inspectors is posting 3 times a week on Facebook. We find that by posting 3 times a week, each post generally receives reaches about 21% of your given audience. So under this approach, you will reach about 60% of your audience every single week, okay? Posting more than 3 times a week tends to actually have a negative factor. And let me qualify that. You can post 3 to 5 times a week without having a negative factor on your page. If you are posting multiple times a day, you will see that your audience will erode rather than grow. So it will shrink rather than grow. So 3 times a week is generally recommended. So if you are looking at a way to strengthen your business through social marketing, put a little calendar reminder each day on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to post something on those days. Those posts will generally have a shelf life of about 48 hours. Then they'll continue to appear on people's screens before they drop off and they're kind of buried unless somebody comes to your page. Okay, so this keeps it as dynamic, where your brand and your content is top of mind with individuals who are visiting your page. Now, just real quick thing, I see we've had some more people that have joined our webinar here today. If you have any questions along the way, please feel free to drop those in the Q&A box up at the top of the screen. It can be any question under the sun, okay? It could be, it might be about how do I verify my business on Google, or what are these crazy directory requests that I get coming through, or how important are customer reviews? Whatever it happens to be, feel free to drop those in the up in the Q&A box, and we're just going to hit on 3 of those key elements with Facebook to help you grow your business. First, optimizing your profile. Second, posting content regularly. Now, the question then is, what in the world do I post on those 3 days? You know, is it like a selfie, or do I post a picture of my my dog at home? What do I put on my page? Okay, so here's some ideas. Posting some things that are inspirational to you, inspirational quotes, inspirational images. Those tend to have a high virality index, meaning that they tend to be shared a lot. If somebody sees it, they don't feel like they're trying to pitch your business or be a shill for your business. They share that content, okay? So inspirational quotes tend to be wonderful. And notice the way that we phrase those. This was from University of Phoenix, which is one of our customers. So true. Education is the passport for the future, for tomorrow, belongs to those who prepare for it today. So true. We'd love to hear where you want your passport to take you. Go ahead and put your destination in the comments below. We're rooting for you. Okay, so we're using this as a way to share some inspiration that people will share with their friends, to encourage some interaction on the page. to show that we care about our customers, okay? Next, post a tip that helps somebody, just like we're talking about here, tips today that you want to have a give first mentality, okay? So I want to give to you some tips that's going to help you, regardless of whether or not you do business with me in the future. I want you to know that that I care about you and your success, and so here are the tips, okay? So this is something that is here when we are running your social marketing campaign at Social5, that we post tips for you twice a month out there on your pages. All right, next, share some insights from the industry. Like this one was great. And I thought you'd enjoy this financial fact from Texas. Cowboy boots are exempt from sales tax. It's the honest truth. No wonder the tax system is so complex with laws like that on the books. Kind of fun little things that people will read. This is actually for a CPA, and it's reinforcing that, you know what, the tax system's complex, so work with a CPA. Okay. Oh wait, here's what's a good one. This one's actually for the home inspection business. Fascinating report from the Institute for Fire Safety. Improperly installed fireplaces contributed to 5,600 house fires last year. Yikes. As much as we love chestnuts over an open fire, let's keep the fire where it belongs. Have your fireplace checked before the holidays. And if you're thinking of buying a new home, make sure to have a professional take a look, right? So it's designed just to be helpful information. Next one, post a positive customer review. A lot of times they stay there on Google or Yelp or wherever it happens to be, and we don't give them the viewership that they deserve, okay? And so posting those occasionally, and generally no more than twice a month, is best, okay? Post something personal. It's not bad to post your pet occasionally. So here was me when I was down in Orlando just a couple weeks ago. This is our CTO, who's decidedly cool. He's like, not like that. Well, I guess I'm stereotyping, tech people, but this is him running a ultra marathon in Iceland. And then here's just a fun one. We did at Social5, post a coworker's photo day. And so we got lots of pet pics. It was really good. Okay, so those are some ideas of what you can post on your page. The third thing I'd recommend, so we advertise, we are posting regularly, but number 3 is to invest in advertising, okay? Advertising is so critical. It used to be when back in 2012, when we were operating in a bridal shop, that you could post something on Facebook and you could have close to 100% of your audience see that piece of content without a single dollar of advertising. Now, the reality is today that paid placement is the name of the game through Facebook and increasingly through other channels as well. So what I'd like to show you is there is this promote button over on the right, left-hand side of the, yes, the left-hand side of the page. Always forget the left and the right. It's one of those dramatic experiences from my kid when I was a child trying to find the right soccer field. Anyways, left-hand side of the screen, there's a promote button, okay? And you'll have a number of options you can choose from. Boost a post, which will increase visibility within a target market. You can promote your page, which will increase your audience or have some capabilities to better increase your audience. You have get more website visitors. If you're trying to drive someone to your website, make sure if you do this, you have something called a lead magnet, which is an incentive for someone when they visit your site to give you a call immediately. And this might be, I mean, everyone does a free assessment, okay? But it could be that, that their internet, that they get a $10 Amazon gift card for working with you, or I have no idea. There's a whole variety of different incentives that can be offered. At Social5, we do a social marketing consultation with those that come through. We have an auto body shop that they do enter everyone who makes a call through their website into a $25 Costa Vida, which is kind of a fresh Mexican place, gift card giveaway. Okay, a variety of different things that that you can do. But let's actually focus on this promote your page advertisement, because it's the one that probably is the most valuable for your particular business. Because when you're starting out your business, you're wanting to get people in a certain geographic area. You're wanting to get people who have visited Facebook pages dealing with first-time home buying, or with loans, with getting a mortgage. Sorry, I can't talk today. Okay, but you want to build an audience that is relevant to your market. Okay, so you'll click promote page, and it's going to open up a portal where you are able then to create your own advertisement. You can select your own image right here on this part of the screen. You can write in what you want your advertisement to say. Find out how professional social media content can benefit your business. Give us a call at blah, 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 okay? You can type in whatever you would like there. Then you can scroll down. There's a little scroll bar where you can select now your audience, okay? What is the specific area you want your audience to be in? Is it geography, like geographic? That you're selecting some cities? Or you want to drop a pin on the map and say, I want to target everyone within 10 miles of that pin? Do I want to go for people who ride unicycles, that went to Utah State University, my alma mater, people who speak Danish, people who, whatever it happens to be, okay, there are a variety of things. People who declare their relationship status as complicated. That's a real criteria, by the way, okay? Someone who has made a purchase through Facebook in the last 24 hours. There are a whole variety of things that you can use to target people, okay? So select your audience. Determine when you want your ad to end. Do you want to go for 5 days, 3 days, 2 weeks, 1 month? What do you want to do in terms of the length of your campaign? Generally, the tighter the campaign, the better in terms of consolidating your ad spend. You select what your ad spend is. Do you want it to be $2 or $200? Okay, and then all you do is click promote, and your advertisement begins. So, but when you are doing social marketing, this is essential. I would make sure to set aside an advertising budget. Generally, I would recommend a minimum of $200 a month in an advertising budget. That tends to allow you to purchase or Facebook to prioritize some of your ad space, okay? If you spend less than $200 a month, sometimes you get kind of the leftover junk ad space, okay? But $200 a month is what we require for those who are doing an advertising campaign as a base minimum to make sure that they get the biggest bang for their buck. Okay, so let's show you what resources are available through InterNACHI to help you with any of these items, because certainly we can help you, and InterNACHI has negotiated some really unbelievable products and services for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on a field trip to this website, and you're welcome to go as well, to go.social5.com/InterNACHI. And this will take you to a full list of all of our the product offerings that we're doing through InterNACHI. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this presentation. We're going to go live, and hopefully I should have probably cleaned up my desktop before we did this part of the adventure. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so what you should be seeing on the screen is our InterNACHI landing page for our social media services. These are services that are exclusive to InterNACHI. You can sign up for free services if you would like to. That is totally fine. But here's what we provide at Social5. We provide a free service where you're able to receive a free piece of Facebook content that's published for you every week to your Facebook page. Doesn't cost you anything. You simply click on the sign up button here, and it'll allow you to connect your Facebook page, and receive that content. Now, you do need to have a Facebook business page. So if you haven't created one, please do so, and then go ahead and click on the sign up button, which I'll click on in just a minute. You can, for $29, you can move into a more aggressive Facebook marketing strategy where we publish for you 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We still encourage you to publish some localized content occasionally, but we'll publish Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we give you access to a back office where you can see your content in advance. You can shuffle through posts to find ones that match your preferences more. And then you also get a free subscription to Social5 University, where we run regular webinars that teach you how to do all sorts of crazy things on social media, including setting up, product galleries on Facebook, how to solicit positive reviews and respond to negative reviews, how to verify your business on Google to make sure that you elevate yourself in the search results, okay? Then our $39 premium service includes all the Facebook stuff, okay? But we also give you blog content twice a month that can either flow into your website if you happen to have a website for your business, or we do it into a blog site that we can maintain as well. We send out an email blast for you once a month. We provide for you a mobile business card that allows you to capture leads while you're out and about talking with people, and then we cultivate them over time. So those are all elements that are available to you for $39 a month, which is pretty darn incredible, okay? On this page, you'll see some of the content that we produce. You can actually click to see it on an actual Facebook page. You can see what the back office looks like and how it operates. You can get an idea of what our professional services include. You can take a free test drive of Social5 University and see what sort of courses that we provide. But all of this, if you decide, you can click on sign up for free, and it's going to take you to a sign up program where you can choose what program that you would like. I want the advanced service, for instance, and I'm going to select my content. Let's see here. I want to have some tips and inspiration that happen on Mondays. I would like to have our home inspection mix for Wednesdays. I would like to have calls to action on Fridays, and I can select what my content would be for my page, and that can be changed over time, but those are ones that you can start out with. So those are the services that are available to you. And now we're actually going to give away, we're going to give away a set of services for someone who is on the call today. Let me just check and see how many participants that we have joining our call. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, we have and we're going to answer some questions here as soon as we pick our winner of the contest. Okay. But if you happen to have any questions, feel free to drop those into the Q&A box up at the top of the screen, and we will answer those questions as soon as we pick our winner. Okay, so what I'm going to do, anytime you do a contest on social media, you need to make sure that the results are reproducible. Okay, that's the rule of contesting. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to go to, we're going to go to our random number generator. Okay, and it looks like we have about 72 participants on the call today. So what we're going to do is we're going to randomly select a winner from our, we don't have 723. So we're going to randomly select from our 72 who that should be. So let's see, here goes the magic. We're going to click generate. All right, and the winner is number 20. Let's see who is number 20 on our list. It looks like our winner is Gary Ricker. So Gary Ricker, you're the winner of our contest to receive. We come back here to receive our $39 special. And so if you can put your email address up into the Q&A box, we'll grab that from you and reach out to provide you with that free $39 service. So congratulations, Gary. Awesome to have you as the winner of our contest here today. All righty-o. So with that, so Mike Raish is our partner development manager who's on the call today. Mike, do we have any questions today that come through the Q&A?
Hey, Jeremiah. Yeah, definitely we do. I think we covered the first one. We had a number of people ask how we sign up, and I did put a link in the chat.
Okay.
So people have that. If you have any questions or you get off here and you don't see it, just send me an email at mike@social5. That's the number 5, mike@social5.com. So yeah, let's go through a few questions that came in. You'd mentioned reviews, so this is probably a good question. Do reviews help, like especially I'm guessing Google reviews help my search ranking?
Oh, really good question. Absolutely. Now, and the answer is absolutely yes, particularly in the home inspection business. And the reason is this, okay? With the way that Google ranks businesses, if you are in a local geography to that business, so if I'm within 30 miles of that business, I'm going to show up as a local search result. But where I stand on those rankings depends on a number of things. It depends on whether I have a website in place, whether the website is mobile enabled, whether I'm receiving customer reviews, whether those reviews are positive or negative, how often I am responding to those reviews. The customer reviews has a greater impact on local searchability than almost any other factor. Okay. Another factor is that if you haven't verified your business through Google, which is really going to Google My Business and signing up as a business, that is the #1 most important thing. So if you haven't verified your business on Google, you have got to do that. That's the #1 thing. Number 2 is customer reviews. And this is, are you soliciting and receiving reviews on Google? Okay. And so it has the greatest effect for local search if your audience is within 30 miles of your physical location. If you're out on a national level, it's not as big of a deal. Okay. But with the home inspection industry, we tend to grab customers from that 30-mile radius. So whatever you can do, and it doesn't, and here's what you shouldn't do. Okay. Don't pull up your Rolodex if you still if you still have a Rolodex, and send out an email to 100 customers in one day saying, "Hey, will you leave a review on Google?" That's a bad idea, because if they all respond at one time, you'll find that your account is flagged. But if you go to a home and you're talking with somebody, you do the home inspection, say, "Hey, I'd love to have you leave a review on my Google page," and you get a review a week or a couple reviews a week, that's totally fine, and it will help move you up over your competition. So really good question. Sorry to ramble on.
Yeah, that's good. My wife works at a company that sells granite, and about a year ago, she asked me, what can we do? And I told her the #1 thing they can do is get reviews, and they've been killing it with reviews. Now they show up on the first page of Google when people are searching for granite or kitchen granite or something like that. Here's a question. I got a few other ones, but here's one that just came in. How do I assure that the content you are posting for me is unique to my audience?
Oh, yeah, really good question. Now, under the InterNACHI program, you have the opportunity to select different types of content, calls to action, some industry type of content, tips and information. That content is geocoded in our system so that if we're doing something on snow shoveling, it's not appearing in Florida. That's a bad idea. Now, through this program, you are receiving content that has been proven to be successful in other markets as well. Okay, but every person at InterNACHI who participates in the program receives their own individual mix of content based upon what their preferences are, what their geography is, and what your method of customer acquisition happens to be, whether it is directing somebody to your website or calling a phone number. So the content that we are producing is content that will be relevant to your market demographically, and geographically. Now, if you choose you'd like to have content that is very custom created for your business, and you have a designated writer who produces that content, then we do have some packages that are available for that. And those packages are anywhere from, I mean, they could be $500 a month, which is our typical package, all the way up to $1,500 a month, depending on what you want to do. But the InterNACHI package is designed to provide you some amazing social marketing tools at a very affordable price, with some technology solutions that help you target people within your markets. So, Mike, do you think did I cover everything there, or is there anything you'd add?
Yeah, and that hits it right on. And I would say too that yeah, we do hyper local customized content all the time. It just falls under our standard pricing, where we go through an onboarding process versus an automated sign up process. We trying to target, what do they look like? Is there anything unique about your area? That type of stuff. Not included in a $39 a month package, but if somebody has a need for that, it's stuff that we definitely do, and we do it for other home inspectors. Let's see here. Do you also post on Instagram?
Oh, I love that one. Thank you. No, that's a really good question. And just so everyone knows, when we look at Instagram and we look at what audience is that it reaches most effectively, right now it is a 19 to 34 age market that is the most effective. Okay, and 19 to 29 is the largest population. Now, our service does not post on Instagram. Now, if you choose that you would like to have one of our custom services, we do have the capability to publish to that channel. Is it the best use of your money? That's a good question. In the home inspection business, we haven't seen a huge benefit yet. Instagram tends to be most effective for photo-centric businesses. This could be restaurants that have really amazing looking food, it's what we call food porn, right? Or it's in the apparel or retail industry. It's in these businesses that have a lot of unique imagery that tends to be most effective. So I would encourage you, if you're thinking about Instagram, it's okay to, I mean, it's a viable channel. We could provide it for you if you would like, under our standard pricing. But I would recommend investing your time in Facebook for a consumer audience. I would recommend LinkedIn if you're targeting realtors, mortgage lenders, title insurance companies that could help build a referral network for you. So that's where I put my dollars.
Great. Let's see here. If I sign up for the Social5 service through InterNACHI, can I still do my own posting? Which I think we've covered that. Absolutely, you can do your own posting. We don't take over your Facebook page. That's why, we talked about, some of that local stuff, or maybe it's people in your company having a golf outing. That's all great stuff to post. We love to see it when our customers are doing that.
Absolutely.
Let's see here.
And you can, by the way, on those, we have some companies that a post will go out on their Facebook page, and they click the edit button, and they'll just add some localized information, like like, hey, they'll include the name of some geography there, or a partner, or they'll give a shout out to a customer. So you're welcome to do that as well.
Okay, looks like one more question. Yeah, and you talked about boosting and stuff, but the question is, can Social5 help with advertising?
Oh yes, and absolutely, because that advertising can be a little bit of an adventure and seem a little bit complicated, but we absolutely do those services. And I would recommend reaching out to Mike Raish if you want to have some assistance with advertising. And Mike, did you say you dropped your email address into the chat?
You know what, I'll do that right now. And Gary, if you're not sure how to kind of use the chat, I know sometimes it's kind of hard to find it. If you're not able to, we want to make sure we get your email address. You can send it to Mike@Social5. It's the number 5 at the end, Mike@Social5.com. I'll also put it in the chat here.
Good. And then we can provide for you, what some options are available. And generally, when we do an advertising or boosting campaign for you, we'll have a member of our advertising team conduct a strategy session, go through some targeting of who your your ideal market is there. So yeah, but we can certainly help with that.
Okay, let me just double check. I don't see any other questions.
Awesome.
Oh, looks like
All
we
right.
got.
Well, good. Well, hey, thanks everybody for participating today. It's awesome to have so many people participating. Mike, are there any final words you have before we call it a day?
Well, I guess the only thing I'll say is if you get off this webinar and you think, darn, I forgot to ask a question, we are doing this webinar again tomorrow at the same time, so people can attend again, or if you have any friends that are in the part of InterNACHI that are home inspectors and you want them to check it out, definitely make sure that they come on over and give us a visit.
Awesome. Okay. Hey, thanks everybody. It's been great having you on. Have a great day.